Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Jules, and thank you so much for joining me on my channel on yet another episode of Jules Kitchen. So I hope you're keeping safe, you're washing your hands, you're sanitizing, you're keeping safe distance, and you're staying at home and working from home, and most importantly, you're checking up on your loved ones wherever they may be. So on today's channel, as always, I'll be sharing some of the things that I'm doing during this quarantine period. So one hack that I just discovered the other day. So one thing that I don't really love is bitter vegetables. Especially, you know how when you make traditional vegetables, they always end up bitter, and I do not like the bitter taste of traditional vegetables. Like on one end, I know how healthy they are, how beneficial they are. I want to have a lot of them, the Managus, the Kundes, the Terere, all those things. But for some reason, every time I eat these vegetables, I find them so bitter. So either we don't know how to make them, I don't know how to enjoy them, in short. So I really don't fancy bitter foods. So recently I discovered a way that you can have these vegetables and make them less bitter, and to be honest, I loved them. So today I'll be showing you that on my channel. So basically I'll be showing you how to make traditional vegetables less bitter for your mouth, for your tongue, for your tasting. So if you're like me, you want to hit on the subscribe button. Welcome to my channel. Let's do this. Guys, I have 3 types of traditional vegetables that I'll be preparing today, and the first vegetable rather is this. I normally call it terere. For those of you who come from Central Province, terere looks like this. For the Swahili people, they call it mchicha. I don't know what it's called in English, to be honest. So if you know another name for terere in English, kindly comment on the comment section below. Then the second type of vegetables I'll be making today is kunde, which is this, looks like this. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I really hope you can see the difference, but this is kunde, another vegetable that we'll be using today. And the third type of vegetables are pumpkin leaves, this one. So if you've made this before, you know that it has a rough edge, and it's very good, especially for digestion. Mostly used in Kikuyu, in Central Province, to make mokimo. Another name for it in Kikuyu, I think, is nyeni. Yes, I don't know what the Swahili name is. Make sure that you cut your vegetables into small pieces, then cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then drain the water and just add a little bit of salt, and then drain the water out of the vegetables to make sure that they're completely dry. So that's what I've done. Then you'll have your red onions chopped into tiny pieces. Then here I have spices. This is oregano powder, and that is coriander powder, and this is a bit of salt. So make sure that you put salt to the amount that you prefer. And here I have an empty bowl that I'll be using to make my mixture, or the cream that I'm going to be using to make the vegetables. Then make sure that you have unsalted butter, milk for your cream, and also here I have grounded garlic, fresh garlic. I've used about one piece of garlic to make my mixture. So make sure that you have all this. Remember that the reason why I have milk and butter is because I don't have cream. So what you're going to make today is basically creamed traditional vegetables. So because I don't have the cream, I will make the cream myself. And how you make the homemade cream is by mixing butter and milk and beating it, and that way you're able to make a cream. Other people opt to also add cheese, but today I'll not be using cheese. I'll just go with cream, and that will be good for me for the illustration. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is to melt your butter and put it in a bowl, and that's a bowl you're seeing Right there, I melted the butter, and then the next thing you're going to do is to add your milk, and that's the amount of milk that you're going to put in the mixture, or rather you're going to put in the melted butter. And then you want to mix this using a hand mixer, an electric mixer, or even just a fork or spoon or muiko, whatever you prefer. So you beat your content until it's smooth enough. Then the next thing you want to do is to drain the water out of the traditional vegetables, so that you do not have your cream all watery. You want it to be creamy, so that's why you drain the water. Then the next thing here I'm doing is that I'm put my onions on the pan and oil, and I've fried them until they're about to turn golden brown. Then there I'm putting my garlic that I had grounded earlier on. So I'm going to cook these onions and the garlic until they turn brown. As you can see, I'm just trying to make sure we get all the garlic out of the mortar, and then you mix your onions and the garlic. The next thing you want to put in is at least 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. This helps in thickening your cream. So you just put about 2 tablespoons and mix it until it's well blended with your golden brown onions and garlic. Then after that, you're going to put the mixture that we made. That was the mixture of milk and butter, which gave us the cream. So you add little by little, little by little, and then you add, and then you continue stirring your mixture so that it makes a very good thick soup, and then it's very well blended with the onions and the garlic. And remember that you can also, this is also the point where you're going to add your spices. So spices, you just put the ones that you like, yeah? So you cook for about 5 minutes until your cream is looking creamy. And there we are. You can see how thick it is. Once it's this thick, and remember you're doing this under low heat, so make sure that your heat is very low until your soup thickens. Once that is done and your cream is good, you add your drained vegetables little by little as you mix it into the pan. And yeah, so remember the cream is dependent on the amount of traditional vegetables that you're making. So for me, I just had prepared a lot, so I'm just going to use half of it. And then you mix your vegetables with the creamy sauce. You mix well, unakoroga vizuri sana, unakoroga. Remember you have turned your heat into low heat completely. Actually, you can even turn it off at this point, because what you want is just to make sure it's well blended and you do not want it to get burned. Kwa hivyo unakoroga, unageuza mwiko. You turn and turn, you turn your vegetables, you soak them into that creamy sauce. Already you can see that the vegetables are starting to look yum. You mix it properly until it's all blended and soaked in the cream. So I'm sure you're loving what you're seeing. There we go. And you have your creamy sauce ready. Basically, this is a done deal. Remember, you added the spices that you wanted. So we're good to go, and you can serve this with whatever you like. So guys, my food is very ready. Trust you me, it tastes so delish. I'm sure you can see it right behind here. And I've served it with ugali and a piece of fish, as you can see, and some what is it called, like a little sauce. So I'm going to be tasting it on your behalf. It's very smooth. It's extremely smooth. It is consistent in the mouth. It does not have a bitter taste at all, and this is something I can eat with anything. You can eat creamed traditional vegetables with spaghetti, with rice. As you can see, I'm taking mine with ugali and a little fish. So you can try this with anything. Trust you me, you loved the creamed traditional vegetables. So guys, if you loved this, if you enjoyed this, if you want to give it a try, please do this. Use my recipe. Remember to click on the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.